and welcome to Business Over Breakfast. My name is Ben Barber.
My name is Lori Giuttari, Giuttari.
Listen, it's only been 2 years. I'm sorry I messed it up. Oh my God, my name says that I'm Braden right now.
My name's Ben Barber.
My name's Ben Barber, aka Braden. A very precocious, almost 7-year-old. How are you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm really good. I mean, spring always makes me feel better, so this is a good thing. No, I'm pretty good. I think things are rolling along. How are you doing?
I'm good. Winter had its ups and downs and downs and downs and downs but overall I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
I know we took a little break and I think because we started the month with Women's History March, Women's History Month. So we had a number of wonderful women on the show and talked a little bit about how our experience is a little bit different and really different on using the winter down. But yeah, I think one thing I would say is whoever's listening out there, I would really love to get some questions around marketing and what everyone's up to, because I've been thinking a lot about this idea of our businesses and everyone else's businesses as spring comes to Rhode Island, as businesses think about, kind of opening their doors again, maybe, and hopefully not closing them again, and how they're operating.
That would be ideal.
Yeah. What's your prediction?
I don't think that we're going to close again. I don't think that, and no matter what happens, I don't think anybody's closing their businesses again.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with that. But yeah. So okay, continue your question.
Oh, well, I do have some other exciting news.
Hit me.
So we just started the design and revamp of Shop Local Rhode Island. So in the next 4 months, maybe, we'll have a completely new and proprietary site, really easy to use. We felt like the site as it is was a little hard to use. Well, people are getting sales every week, but this idea about just being very crisp and streamlined in what we do for Rhode Island businesses. So that's super exciting for us. And that's been a big focus and design for the businesses in Rhode Island. This idea around Main Street and understanding what kind of growth can happen in all of our main streets has been a big part of it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, spring has sprung, so that's good.
Awesome.
All right, so here's your question. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So you and I were just on a call before Business Over Breakfast, and I was listening to you talk to the group about the work that 321 Media does. And we are Visual Thrive Media and Marketing. And I started to think about you and I know the differences between what we do and what we don't do and how that comes together. But I think it might be interesting to have a marketing conversation around this customer experience, what you guys do, what we do. We do some of the same things, some of different, but I'd love to just hear about 321 Media and talk about Visual Thrive and just our work within the small business community.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that. So yeah, we are a full service production company. We specialize in social media content creation, podcast, live streams, hybrid events.
So what does that mean?
Yeah. Have us ask us specific.
I'm going to be a coach, and I'm going to just push you against.
Ask a specific thing, and I'll talk about what happens.
So when you say hybrid event or full service
Yep.
media production.
So, okay. So there are, let's say you're a solopreneur, right? And we work with people anywhere in the country. Right. So say that you're a coach or you're a lawyer or you're a realtor or something like that. And
Or an
uh,
insurance agent.
or an insurance agent, and you want to reach new people, do new things, right? So there's a couple different things that we can do. Number one is we start a video series with everybody, right? Like much like this show that you and I are doing right now. This show has many, many, many different types of benefits, right? Number one, on episodes like this, Lori is going to talk about her marketing expertise at some point. And so not only does she have this video, right, which lives on Facebook, LinkedIn, uh, YouTube, Twitter, and then the podcast version of this, which goes on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of the places, Google, everywhere where you listen to podcasts, right? So
Mm-hmm.
not only do you have those 8 platforms that this full length video is on,
That
we
you do. I don't do anything but talk.
right, exactly. Uh, then
Good for
we can take this, we can download the transcript of what Lori is saying and turn that into a blog, a LinkedIn article, a Facebook post, take the quotes from it where we take exactly the nuggets of wisdom that the host says and turn those into quotes and infographics so that you have those then for Instagram and LinkedIn again and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube community posts and things like that. Then you take the same things with a little bit more context and you break those into videos, and then those become your reels, your TikToks, your short form video across all platforms. Right now, the biggest now it depends on who you are, what you do, etc., right? Like a
yeah,
LinkedIn article might be way more important for your business than a TikTok video.
yeah.
But TikTok and Instagram Reels are the only places right now, outside of again maybe LinkedIn articles, and LinkedIn content in general. They're the only places right now where you can post a video for the first time ever and get 10,000, 20,000, a million views,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Only places that that's going to happen, because otherwise you're going to have to pay for it. So essentially, for those small business owners, for those solo entrepreneurs, etc., you give us 2 hours, right? So a half hour a week or 1 2 hour block of time.
Mm-hmm.
You give us 2 hours and we give you back 250 pieces of content over all of those platforms for the month.
Yeah.
We schedule it for you. We, let you know the best time, the best strategy for it, brand it all for you,
So
etc.
you do it monthly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's monthly, but then it's over the course. So it's a retainer thing, right? Like we work with you every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah. Yep.
You do your show, you do your weekly show, or you do it monthly, right? You batch record, say you're a coach, which you
Yeah.
are in another life. So say you're a life coach, right? And you're doing
Too
topical
creative.
and you're doing a topical show,
Yeah.
and you're able to go, here's the 4 things I want to talk about this month, right? And then we sit down and we batch record it. So you really only have to spend one afternoon.
Yeah.
And then we batch record it and everything happens. And then we take it and we do all of that work. And then we schedule it out and parcel it out throughout the month for you
Mm-hmm.
so that it's everywhere, every day. There's something for you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything except for those 2 hours and maybe a little bit of prep time to know
Yeah.
what you want
That's
to talk
cool.
about.
That's cool.
Um,
I have to say, so here, this is such a great example. All right. So one of the things that Visual Thrive does from the social media marketing perspective as well is we go, one of our best sellers in the last year has been a very similar package where we go to the business. The package is 4 short videos about different parts of your business. So we go to the business. The difference is we're not virtual. So we go in, we get the B-roll, we interview the owners, we look at like what does the business want to say, and every quarter we create these videos, these 4 videos, one each quarter, and we write a blog and we do the social media and we do quote. It's so similar. So the difference is for the customer that is like, hey, I just want to be interviewed and I'm going to be over there doing my business, or like your solopreneur focused, where someone like a coach like me, my preference is just let me talk to people and tell them, you need to do this. This is what's going to work. And so anyway, I think that's really cool. So for the people that are listening, is there different ways to do things with very similar outcomes, but different.
Right.
It's like what's the little there's a slant.
So there are like we do both. We offer both. We offer the in-person brick and mortar businesses the same thing. We send out a videography team
Yep.
and do that,
Okay.
and it's the same basic model. For example, we'll be at an event for a campaign that is a client. We will be at an event on Thursday for them, and then we'll be filming for 2 hours at the event and turning that into maybe one sort of longer form thing,
Yeah.
and then taking the audio and the clips from it and everything and turning that into all of their social content for the month.
Yeah, see, I see that kind of stuff more as like that's not subscription based, but it's more like in a one-off, even though the client can pay monthly. I mean, I was just thinking about like if a client or a potential client is thinking like, how do I or what do I do best?
Yep.
A great point of entry is for them to think, what so now my coaching comes in. What's your strength? What's the intention here? So like for me, I would love to have like 10 people on the screen and just do online live coaching, and that would just be like, holy crap, this is amazing. Except a lot of that online coaching is confidential, so it can't always happen that way,
Yep.
But that's what I mean about that.
Yeah,
think,
absolutely. One of the so we really believe in education, and I think that something that a lot of businesses miss, and a missed opportunity when they're talking about marketing and they try to do things on social media, right? Like restaurants are a fantastic example. Restaurants end up posting their daily specials every day, and maybe they try to make a fun, creative way. Maybe they just literally post a picture of the menu. But every day it's like, hey, we got crab cakes today. And then the next day it's like, we still got crab cakes. We also have a cheese platter. Like, I don't know. I'm making, but that's and like that has a place, right? Or that same restaurant, if you're able to go like, here's how we make our cheeseburger, right? Now there's something to actually watch. Now there's something to actually care about. If you're a lawyer, and not every episode, everything that you ever put out is hey, getting divorced, that's a personal injury, getting a personal injury, contact us, right? If everything is just, hey, contact us, like nobody
right
nobody cares.
right
No one cares. No one cares. It's true, they don't. No one cares. But if you're if you're like an elder care lawyer, like an elder care lawyer, right? And you take the time to go, listen, I'm going to explain to you the difference between Medicare and Medicaid. and
Oh,
why they are different and how you need to prepare. I'm going to explain to you why you need a will now. I'm going to explain to you why maybe it's a good idea to put your house in a trust 5 years beforehand. Good, you're in good health right now. That's fantastic. Right now is the time to plan, but here's why now is the time to plan.
yeah.
If you actually like sit down and hold somebody's hand
Yeah.
and take them through the things that like maybe aren't the reason why they would need to use you, right? Like you're giving people reasons to not use you. You're the expert, you're sharing your
Yeah.
expertise. More people are going to see that, more people are going to interact with it. It's going to be more meaningful, you're going to bring value, they're going to feel good things about you, and they're going to refer
Yeah.
you or call you.
I mean, I think with marketing, right? Like personal injury lawyers. Okay, we see that all. We do accidents. You got an accident, come to it. We're going to get you the money. But I think that in marketing in general, that kind of spend on advertising is one thing, hard to track. But I think every business should be thinking about what is their expertise and what can every single person, every single business can give away something for free. Like, I'm going to tell you how to make my hamburger. But I do. So when you were saying you're just posting the deal of the day, or this is our schedule today, within our world of ever changing information, even when the audience sees this is our deal of the day, they may think, oh, is this today or was that yesterday, or is it open, are the classes starting at 5 today, or is that Friday? So I think that it has to be relevant at the moment. And this idea of businesses that kind of think social media or video or marketing is a spend, that they just have to like throw stuff out there without that kind of plan. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to actually see what's happening here. That I think that thought turns people off to, oh, I need to actually spend some money on people that are experts in marketing. Just like there are experts in accounting and experts in law. You don't sit down and say, hey, I'm gonna play lawyer today and just see if I can write up all my corporate docs and I hope they work if I ever get sued. Like, we don't do that. And so in marketing, to go to those experts, that can look at, like, people don't really care about the deal of the day or the thing that's happening today. One, because they don't know if it's the right day. The other thing I was going to say about people don't really care is a lot of things that I see are companies or projects, they get caught up in the actual thing that they're selling. And so I could say to you, hey, buy this phone, this, look at it, has an apple on it. It's so cute. And, buy this thing and you'll love it. And you can take it wherever you want. You can do things. This isn't the thing that sells, right? What is the thing that sells? It's all the stuff that this does for the person that has it. Oh, it does stuff for people? What does it do? Oh, you can get your email, you can send notes to people, you can watch videos, you can pay your bills, so I think that is one thing I see is a lot of people and businesses get caught up in, I made this thing. I make mugs, and the mugs are beautiful. They are beautiful, but like, what do they do?
Yep. One of the big things for me is and I talked about that this morning, is we sell time. you know, everybody everybody thinks because your kids are on social media does not mean that you know how to do it. And then it's simple. Because you've been on Facebook since
If you're in your
2006,
20s, it doesn't mean that you know how to do it.
if you're in your 20s, it doesn't mean that you know how to do it. But also it doesn't mean that you're gonna do it, right? Just because you have an Instagram does not mean that you're going to make content for your business that's going to be like we severely overestimate the amount of time that we have in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Severely.
Yeah.
We It's terrible how much we overestimate how much time
We
we have
in
with
321 Media, or we as a human race?
everyone.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
overestimate how much time we have in a day, and we underestimate how much time we have in a year, right? For
mhm,
example. So like being patient is good, but that's a more of a macro, and I'll talk about that another time. But
yeah,
we think like, yeah, I could start. I know I need to post more on social media. I need to create content for that. I'll do it. I can do that myself. I have a phone, right? Like I can take a picture of the menu. I can, but you don't.
right,
You will not do it. You
yeah,
will not do it. I promise you. I promise you. Like
I know.
99 out of
I'm gonna
100
look at
people
the
that
camera too and say, "You
yeah,
will not
you
do
will
it.
not do it.
You will not."
99 out of 100 people on here will not ever like make the video. And if they do, they'll make 3 of them and then they'll stop
Yeah.
forever.
Well, and I would say there's a difference between posting on social media and having fun and posting on social media as part of your business strategy.
Mhm.
And that people get tripped up with that. We actually met with a business, this was years ago, and one of the we were talking about social media, and they said, "Oh, well, we're about to hire a 19-year-old receptionist, so we're going to let her do it because she's 19 years old and she knows social media." And I was like, "Okay, good luck with that." Because it was like this very prestigious firm turned into, "We're going to happy hour Sunday. Oh, we just got delivered a fruit basket." You're like, this tells no, it says nothing about anything you do, which, whatever. That's my, that's a pet peeve of mine, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're
Uh,
right. It's no time. One of the things that I was writing in the last week was no time, no clarity, no plan. That's kind of what we see when we look at how people do social media.
so one of the big things that we do not do that you do is website design. Can you
Ah,
talk a little
yeah,
bit about that?
yeah, yeah. So we do. Yeah, I mean, I actually wrote a blog about this last week, and it's the fact that the website is your front door in the digital world, and everything is digital, as we know. So I talk about this. I don't even know where it came from, this idea of a golden triangle. And I started looking it up, and I saw, oh, they use golden triangle and halo, which is like, okay, but it's more like this rock paper scissors in the marketing world. So between social media, the website, and SEO, which is another thing we do, one is always kind of winning the game, right? And it's up to the marketing group to turn those dials to say, okay, we got to click this up, and how are we bringing more traffic into the funnel? So the top of our funnel is awareness. And so if your audience, never say your audience is everyone, but if you say your audience is everyone, they have to first become aware of you, and that's how you start bringing people in. So from social media, you want that person to go to your website and make sure that your website actually has the information. And if someone is on Google or any other search engine and they're typing, I don't know, I'm going to use marketing, but like marketing in Providence, that SEO that's part of your website needs to be able to have you show up there first and foremost. So we kind of use those three pieces to make sure that those dials are always being shifted and watched. And that's where so you land on the website, and then what happens? So where are the call to actions? What are you giving away so that you're actually making sure that people say, hey, that's pretty cool. Like, we have a cool communications calendar, and every single day on this calendar is like whatever day it is, like hot dog day, or here it is. So like for March, today is, what day is it? Is it the 22nd?
The
Today?
22nd,
All
22nd,
right.
yeah.
Today is National Goof Off Day. So I guess we're going to sign off right now. So today is National Goof Off Day, but we created this really cool calendar, and it's like, this is what we do. So if people want the calendar, we want their email. We want to know who's interested in this. And that's a call to action on the website. So we really work with clients to make sure that the call to actions are right. If they're selling products, then that's an easy process. So in terms of the website world, that is your shop in the digital world. And so if you aren't creating the website, or if people go to your website and they say, whoa, this website's old, there's no information. I mean, design, languaging, all of that comes in. You know, when you land on a website, if it was designed in the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s, like you can just tell it just has that personality. And so, so that landing page, that landing pages, web pages, website that's your shop. That's what you do. That's who you are. And that's where people are going to go to see you. And I think, so you can read the blog on our website about this golden triangle. It's so stupid, right? Golden triangle. I was thinking like, so the next thing is going to be like the silver circle or something. And then we'll have to think of a bronze level thing.
I love it. I just remembered that you said that you had a hard out at 9:30.
Oh shit! See?
Well, all right. Ladies
All
and gentlemen, check out shoplocalrhodeisland.com.
Really funny. I was getting text messages and I'm like, no, I'm talking
And you're
to
like,
them.
no,
This is
forget
great.
this. This is fun. I don't care. I don't care. I'm having fun right now.
See, I could do this all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. Check out shoplocalrhodeisland.com. Check out visualthrive.com. And
Check
we
out
are
321media.com.
321.media.
321.media.
Yeah, there's a link. There's links in the description for everything. Don't worry about it.
Good, good.
Thank you guys.
Let's continue this next week, though. Let's continue and get some questions going.
All right, let's do it. Let's answer your questions next week. I'm looking back at the camera. This is a bit that I'm doing on this show. I don't know why. Look at you. All right. Bye, Lori.
Right,
have a good
time
day.
to goof off. Bye.